from Karen and Preschool. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I am so thrilled that you guys like the chip clips as much as we do. We think it's such a fun way to introduce math concepts and computation to our youngest students, and we're just tickled really that you guys think they're as much fun as we do. I also have to say thank you for thinking of us. I think that our Facebook community is like the kindest, most generous little group I think on the internet. And so thank you to everybody who sent us different kinds of chip clips. That was so very generous. A couple of you have asked if we've written poems for the ghosts and pumpkins, and so we've been racking our brains and trying to come up with something. So I'm going to share those with you today, and then I also have a bonus poem for you. So, hi! I know the clips are so much fun. We're going to do, I would say one more video, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe we've got maybe 2 more videos in us. So we're going to do another video tomorrow if you can't find the chip clips about alternative ways to do these activities without chip clips. And then later in the fall, we'll do one with the trees and the snowmen. So, all right. So these adorable chip clips are located at the Dollar General. I don't know how a Dollar General is, so I appreciate awesome Facebook viewers who send us chip clips that I cannot locate. Thank you. Now, the deal with these chip clips is that there are 3 pumpkins on a pile. They're not individual pumpkins, so we're having a hard time trying to figure it out. In the end, we decided to just stick with what we know works and do the story, you know, this little book or the little poem. It's really popular. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. But really there's 15 little pumpkins, and so that's tricky, right? We cannot count backwards from 15 by 3s. 15 little pumpkins, 12 little pumpkins, 9, 6, 3. Good job, boys and girls. You're ready for 4th grade. Anyway, so hey Pam. Sorry about your coworker now is addicted to chip clips too. So instead of counting backwards from 15 by 3s, which is not exactly in our curriculum here in preschool, we have decided to just change the words for this poem to 5 piles of pumpkins. So we're just going to count the piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If somebody can think of a better way to do this, you let me know. I actually think it was a viewer who was like, you just call them groups of pumpkins or piles of pumpkins. And so I printed it up, and you can go to the link in the video description and print your own, but we're just gonna do this one like this. 5 piles of pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one says, oh my, it's getting late. The second one says, there are witches in the air. The third group says, but we don't care. The fourth group says, let's run and run and run. The fifth group says, we're ready for some fun. So ooh went the wind and out went the light, and 5 piles of pumpkins rolled out of sight. So we're gonna count backwards. 5, roll away. 4, roll away. 3, roll away, piles. 2, 1. Yay! This is a really thin wooden fence that I found at the craft store. It was 49 cents in the woodcraft aisle. It was already painted white. But if you do not have this, you could use the same little fence or gate from the Flowers poem, or just print yourself a little, you could just print yourself a little fence. No big deal. There was 1 pumpkin with 3 faces. That works. I saw the comment roll by. We're actually going to talk about how to make your own chip clips. So if you can't find these, or if you prefer not to have the piles of pumpkins, I've got some ideas for you tomorrow for how to make them that will work a little bit better. So stay tuned tomorrow. So that's 5 piles of pumpkins sitting on a gate. And it goes with this book. And then there's also the printable that you can, if you go to the video description, there's a link to a blog post. It's got all of the chip clip poems, and way down at the bottom there's a purple button with a little girl pointing to it that says click here to print the poems, and you just click there and you can print them. So oh, I wish you could come visit too. That would be so much more fun than Facebook Live. It's the letter L, the big green thing behind my head. We have these blow up letters, and we introduce them one every week to the students, and so we've done T, you can see, look, we've done T and L so far. I know, it kind of looks funny right off the top of my head, doesn't it? I didn't plan that very well. Kind of like the potato head yesterday, photobombing us in the back. All right, so we store these in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and then I just put a binder clip, and it will say pumpkins on it, and I hang them right here behind my easel. I've got dowel rods that go across the back, so we do not use Letterland, no. Okay, here's the next one. So if you found the ghosts at Dollar General, if you found the pumpkins, you probably also found the ghosts, right? Because they're kind of in the same aisle. And from what I've heard, you might even be able to find them on sale. And so we put our ghosts, out of order, on craft sticks. These are the thicker, like tongue depressor type craft sticks, because ghosts don't really sit, right? They kind of fly around. And I was trying to think of a fun way to do this poem so it wouldn't scare the kids. I had a softball field the other night, and I was asking some of the older girls, like, oh, I'm trying to write a ghost poem. And they were like, you should say 5 little ghosts hiding under the bed. I was like, no, they're 3 years old. The parents would not be happy with that at all. So, yes, I know. If you haven't found any, Monica, then you need to tune in tomorrow, because we're doing a video called Help, I Can't Find Any Chip Clips. And we've got some suggestions for how to just make your own. They're super cute. So tune in tomorrow, okay? All right, so this one, I just wrote a silly dinky little poem. So you can print it in the video description, or you can write your own, right? But we put these on sticks, and then the kids get to hold them and kind of fly them around. And the poem goes like this. 5 friendly ghosts flying in the night. One does a silly dance, woo, and hides out of sight. Now there's 4 friendly ghosts. You should probably do number 5 first. 4 friendly ghosts flying in the night. One does a silly dance, woo, and hides out of sight. Now there's 3 silly ghosts flying in the night, and the kids can fly them all around. One does a silly dance, and hides out of sight. 2 silly ghosts flying in the night. One does a silly dance and hides out of sight. Now there's 1 silly ghost, one friendly ghost, flying in the night. He does a silly dance and hides out of sight. Now there's no friendly ghosts flying in the night. All the friendly ghosts are hidden out of sight. So that's it. So they just hide them behind the back. They can dance them around. So these just clip on to a craft stick. The clips on these are a little bit wider than the butterflies that we showed the other day, so they actually stay really sturdy. And the kids can just dance with them and join in saying that poem. So it's super simple. Print the ghost poem, stick your ghosts to a stick so they can fly around, and everything goes into a Ziploc bag. Easy enough, right? And you can just hang it. If you do not have the dowel rods on the back of your easel, like I do, you could hang little 3M hooks, on a wall or on the side of a bookshelf, and just hang them there with binder clips. I know some other people said they were hanging them in a crate, like in file folders. Whatever works for you, works for me, Okay, and then here is, oh, I didn't find any witches, Michelle. I have ghosts and pumpkins, but no witches. They're like witch ghosts though, aren't they? Yeah. All right, and then this is the kicker. Look how adorable this thing is. Beep, 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 beep. Seriously, you guys are like the kindest, most awesome, wonderful viewers. So in addition to the ghosts and the pumpkins and the snowmen and the Christmas trees, Kristen and Karen from Missouri sent us these purple tigers. I mean, come on. Better than that, they also wrote their own poem to go with the purple tigers, and it is so super cute. You guys are so creative, and some of the pictures that you all have shared, I mean, come on. Preschool teachers rock, right? Okay, so I'm gonna share this little poem with you, and then Kristen and Karen were nice enough to say that I could share it with you, so it's also in the download. All right, so it goes like this. These purple tigers were from Amazon, and they were cheap, not cheap, but I mean, they were like 12 tigers, which is enough for 2+ poems, I think, for $6, so that's not terrible. All right, so how they wrote this, how cute is this? And I also like the idea of somebody said they print the poem on the back. Smart. 5 purple tigers riding in a car, headed to Grandma's house, not very far. Soon they will arrive. Out they jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They played and they laughed, having lots of fun, but soon their visit was going to be done. Back in the car they jumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never knew that tigers could drive. I mean, come on. How amazing is that poem? And so this is a really good one for simple counting up to 5. You know, it's perfect for younger kids. This would be great even in a toddler classroom. I know some people who watch our videos have younger kids, toddlers and 2s. And so this would be perfect for them because it's just practicing counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and matching 1 to 1, getting that correspondence. It's perfect and it's on a little car. So Karen and Kristen just printed a car. They just Googled a car image, but you could print any old car, clip art, and then it feels like they put it on cardstock, but if they're listening, they could let us know, and laminated it, and then they stuck it to some foam, and then the purple tigers just clip right on. Adorable. I mean, seriously, if I'm ever in Missouri, I'm coming to see you guys. That's awesome. So anyway, those are 3 more chip clip poems to share with you. Like I said, tomorrow our video is called Help, I Can't Find Any Chip Clips. And it's suggestions and ideas for making your own activities like this, taking the inspiration from the chip clips and using what you can find, using what you do have. And we're going to actually just demonstrate a couple of different, she's on, hey Kristen, cardstock, laminated foam. It's awesome, I love it. It's the cutest thing ever. So tomorrow we're gonna just talk about using the inspiration from these activities and then making it work with what you have. So we're going to demonstrate just a couple of different ways to adapt these if you cannot find the chip clips. Because what we don't want is for people to watch and be like, oh, I don't have those chip clips, so this isn't relevant to me. What we do want is for people to say, that's a great idea. How can I make this work in my own classroom with my own students with my own resources? So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. I hope you will join us. Yes, we let the kids touch the clips. I usually pass them out. It's good for practicing taking turns because there's only 5 at a time. And it's also good for following rules or listening to directions when I say, do not pinch that clip on your fingers, just hold it in your lap. Because it won't hurt them, but it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, they won't get like hurt, but it's a little uncomfortable. And so that's kind of like, well, I said not to pinch it on your fingers, right? So most of them will just hold it in their lap, and then it's great fine motor practice for them and good for their hand strength to pinch it and put it back on. So yes, we definitely let the kids hold it. And then after, not in September, you know, after they're used to the routine of it, I will leave some of these out or 1 or 2 of them out. And my kids during Centers love to play school, which is hysterical, you know, because they act like me or they act like Gemma. And then one of them will sit, you know, like in the rocking chair and be the teacher and make the other kids do the activities, which is super cute. So yes, we definitely let our kids handle them. Absolutely. Okay, that's all I have for you this afternoon. I hope, yes, Tiffany, guess what? Karen and Kristen did say that I could share it. It's in the download. So if you go to the video, the link in the video description, which is called 10 Chip Clip Poems. But I think at this point we're up to 14. But anyway, scroll all the way down. You can read the blog post, and then at the bottom there's a purple button that says click here to print your chip clips. And you just click on that little purple button and it will open up all of the chip clips, and they were nice enough, Karen and Kristen, to let me include the purple tigers. And yes, you can print everything on there and make them for yourselves. And if you make them, please send us a picture or post it on my Facebook page because I would love to add it to our Chip Clip Craze album. All right, that's all for us today. I hope you have fun playing and learning with your kids, and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.